Hey Rhino Nation, here we are a couple days after the weekend events happened. We've been busy. You know, we had the Bat Spell Mania, and yeah, you could see I went in, I immediately updated that thing, and I even have, what kind of troops do I have trained? Yep, some of the Bat Spell troops from the other day. Unfortunately today I wake up and Bat Spell has been nerfed. It is a good thing, however, though, because it was crazy. Everything was just getting demolished. I mean, I had in our random war, I had a 10v10 with it and an 11v11. So when that happens, you know there's something wrong. But in all seriousness, let's get back to what we are here for, and that is the CWL highlight week 9 action. Of course, we had the update, so eek, we're not going to be able to get into our normal replays. That, you know, I like to do just live, so it took me a little bit of extra time. Luckily, I did record some replays for us to look at today, so it took me a little bit of time to splice them together, blah, blah, blah. Not really anything you need to know, but thank goodness I did record them. So let's just go ahead and see what happened for week 9. Bam! A victory, 73-74, and I'm telling you, we killed it on the 10v10s. Actually cleared all the 10v10s. They did a great job as well. There were a few things at the end that I think hurt them on decisions, but we were on point, so we were on fire. Let's go ahead and check really quick our 6-packers. We had for Town Hall 9, Stickman, Maverick, A-Drum, and that was it for Town Hall 9. Then for Town Hall 10, we had DomDom, as well as Ivan, and looky there, Surgical Blue. And then if we go up a little bit higher, number 4, Red Chief. Bam! 11v11, 2 11v11s, not just one, but 2. So we will check those out. Luckily, like I said, I did have a chance to record some the night before the update, so we're gonna just go ahead and get right on into it. Let's see, 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. Let's hit the replays, folks. Let's do it. Hey, thanks to Gros Sac Noir, before I forget, for everything. Wish you guys the best of luck. But let's check out the bases here now. I had to record on my other iPad, so the resolution is going to be a little bit different, and I am basically watching it instead of controlling my zooming, so I can't remember exactly what I did, but here we are. Baby Dragon to funnel the top, and he's using, he likes to do the whole kill squad, you know, old-fashioned kill squad, but in this case, many times what he'll do is he'll use the wrecker with the hogs only. But in this case, he basically goes like a stoned type of a deal, you know, with the shattered with the 2 golems, and then uses the wrecker to go into the base so that he can make sure to get into that queen. Look at all the value he's getting for this kill squad, just completely wrecking the base, and he's going to end up leaving a nice little L for his hogs to come around. So let's just see, the wrecker's about ready to go. And the queen is stepped up right in there, the enemy queen, so she is history. And look at that, bonus gets a little skellies pulled, so now he knows he, at most, will only have a couple skelly traps to deal with, so that's pretty good. All of the Teslas here at the bottom, I believe this was a cleanup, so he knew what to expect down there at the bottom. You know, he's got 3 heals. So already used one right there. Here comes another one. And you can see it's pretty much point defenses left up at the top. He knows where there's a giant bomb, so he's going to go ahead and place his heal for his hogs up there. He already has the wizards going down below. Both of his heroes are fine, so they're going to keep cleaning up at the bottom. And base is wrecked. So nice job with this one. Love hogs. Now, of course, you know, again, the updates happened. There's going to be some changes. I don't know how many people are going to use the wrecker. We've been testing a lot with the old Stone Slammer, and it's looking pretty cool for a kill squad. So we'll just have to see what happens with our replays next week. I would go ahead and do some replays of the current war that we just had, but that was basically the Bat Spell Mania. So we'll see what happens for the next one. But let's go ahead and move it on up with Dominator now on the next one, and he's got a nice little Lalo. So let's see what he does. Look at that, always looking for some bowler bounce opportunities. And you can see with the way that he's set this up, he's going to come right over there from 3. There comes the wrecker. With the way that this layout is set up, as soon as those bowlers bounce those couple of buildings, he just has to get those other little surrounding, just work his way from outside in for his funnel. So he's just using some wizards, the wrecker, and his heroes, and those 2 bowlers. That's it. He is not going to invest anything else in his kill squad because he knows. Look at how awesome that funnel was, just slowly but surely taking everything down from the outside in. His wrecker is still fine, so it's going to easily make it to the queen. Going through, and there we go. I tapped the queen's radius so that we know. Again, that was all done beforehand. He had to lower the CC to make sure that, because of where the building was, make sure that he could pull that dragon in. That's a little bit dicey right here with all of the stuff going on, but his queen's fine. He put his poison down, so he's going to get that no problem. Here goes the enemy queen, and down. Then he's also going to easily take down the Inferno. So again, similar to the hogs that we saw earlier with that L shape left, same type of thing here. He's going to go ahead and go against the sweeper. Regardless of which way he goes, he's going to go against the sweeper. But he has told me many times with Lalo, you got to think that things go basically downward. So it's different if you are starting from below as opposed to above on this approach. So just by the way that the loons path. So that's pretty much why he decided to start up at the top, regardless of what sweeper he's going against. So look at all the loons coming in. He has all his minions over to the side, taking out those side buildings. Again, you can tell there's just really the splash damage that could be dicey, but he saved his haste to make sure to get into that really quick and finish. Just a mortar and Tesla left. He had plenty of time. So great job on that one, Dominator. And 3, 2, 1, come on, let's get it. No problem. You can see he's got plenty of troops left. So, one thing that's great about Rhinos, we use a lot of different attacks. We have some people that are very good with the Lalo, some people who are good with hogs, and here we go with Blue. He is our bitch expert. And they actually had 2 of the same bases. The only thing that was different was one was multi, one was single. So you can see both of these are multi. I did not plan that. I couldn't remember what I hit, but these are multi. So again, those were recorded ahead of time with my little recording that I did the night of. Now he's going to go ahead and put his giant down, followed by his witches to take down the troll. And then he's going to come in from that side, so the 12 to 9 side he's decided to come in from to save the wizard towers for the end. So let's see what happens here. He's got 2 jumps. Now the reason why he brings 2 jumps, and we've talked about this in our voice sessions plenty of times, sometimes that wrecker is pretty slow. So you want to make sure that your bowlers are not going to get antsy and walk around. So that's kind of why he puts that jump in early. He put it in just maybe a little bit late because some stuff still walked. Of course, that giant bomb at his entry made it a little bit tricky because quite a few bowlers got taken down. But you can see he's got to be super patient here because, again, with the multi, you know that some of the stuff that's going inside is going to take a hit. It's not just taking down, one skelly at a time or one bowler at a time. It's taking down several with all those beams, so he has to be really, really patient here. You can see kind of at the bottom that he put down a wizard. He also puts down a giant to lead to make sure that his bowlers and witches can get around to take down the skelly. His queen's still doing great. Now that's one benefit about the multi is the queen, no problem. She might get targeted, but she can survive long enough to take down that multi-inferno. Now she doesn't have much health, so right now when I'm watching him attack, which I did watch this one live, I notice he has the troll Tesla over in the side. So he had 2 trolls on this one, and his queen is close to death. So I am hoping that she takes some time to get through this wall so that the skellies will tank for her. Let's see. Oh boy, she's gonna go ahead and get in there regardless, and the other cannon's gonna take her down. But no problem, because look at all the skellies, and watch this. Pack of skellies goes off, takes the Tesla. No problem. And plenty left as well. So great patience on that one, Blue, and that was one of those, you know, we just had a couple bases left, and because he had also hit, you know, he's another one of our six-packers, he hit the same base with the singles, he decided to go in for the one with the multi. All right, let's check out Ivan, who was another six-packer. He's going to go in with some mass miners. So, you know, again, we have a wide variety of attacks here to look at, which makes it fun, right? A little bit different, not just the same old every time. So he's going to go ahead and trim off each of the sides here before he brings his miners in. And you can already see, here they come, people. They're coming in, storming the base. This one was hit a couple times, I believe, before he went in, so he knew that this was a Lalo. Perfect for mass miner. As long as you get that loon down and you have those miners under heal. I've done it before where I've gone in with a Lalo, and just depending, see, you hit another giant bomb right there. If you hit a giant bomb or you let that loon just come right down and get some splash damage on some miners, you got to be careful of that. But right now, you know, his queen is down. It looks like there's a wizard that's probably going to end up popping the hound, but we'll have to see what happens here. Miners, meanwhile, still cruising, and all the splash is done now. Now, for miner attacks, again, I have old eyes. So it's a little bit tough sometimes to tell, even right here, how he's doing. But as you just keep zooming in and looking to see where all the miners are, this base was crushed, absolutely crushed. I mean, he had so many miners left. So very nice job, Ivan. Way to come in and get a key six-pack for us. So here we are. As I mentioned, we had some 11v11s by good old Red Chief, and Red Chief is actually aka Rin. He has his own YouTube channel. You have to go check him out, Clash with Rin. Does a great job with that, and he is one of our co-leaders and our CWL rep, and he does run this 11. So this is his 11 that he runs, as well as a 10 normally, and sometimes he runs 2. So let's just go ahead and check this out. Okay, so I love the E-drag with the funnel that he did at the start. That clears a bunch of the sides. They're really, you know, nice value with that. And then he has 2 golems here to go ahead and tank, and just sit back and watch, folks, this value that he gets for this kill squad. Of course, Dragon in the CC, he puts down the poison. Fine. Wrecker still killing it. Look at, there's 3 expos, the Eagle, the CC, the Queen's stepping up now, enemy Queen, and there goes the King right on her. Bam! She's going down. Even a Wiz Tower, and there are still troops up. Oh man! Now the Queen's starting to get targeted, so here come the Hogs. He's going to try to save her at least a little bit longer. So nice job with the Hogs, getting them in to kind of redirect that stream of the Inferno away from the Queen, so she can at least get a few more buildings. She's low in health, so she's not going to last a long time, but she does at least help a little bit. You can see he still has 2 heals left, 1 Hog because he wants to put that Hog up on that cannon to keep the other Hogs in. Already has some troops backed up there, doing some cleanup. Looks like an archer and a couple wizards. His King is still, he's barely any health, but the King and good old Grandpa are down there doing some cleanup on that end. So yeah, wrecked. He was stoked about this one. I believe this was the first one he did. Now I'm not going to quite remember if it was number 3 or number 2 that he did first, but great, very nice. He kills it with Hogs. Now again, you know, with all these, with some of the changes that are coming, we'll just see if people start going more towards, instead of the Wrecker, they use the Slammer. But still, awesome job, Wrecker and all. So here we go again. Look at that. Similar comp he has with the Hogs again. once again, he's got a little Coco Loon here coming out to protect the E-Drag from some Sams, and then he's going to go ahead and put both of his golems down. Look at the nice little funnel he made over on the left-hand side there. So I've got ADs, so the reason why I highlighted those ADs, I guess, is because the E-Drag has plenty of space over there to just get some damage done on this base. I mean, does an awesome job of funneling that side. And again, with this killer kill squad going in, taking down so much of the base. I mean, he's already at almost 30% of the base just with this kill squad, and they're still up. Here comes the Wrecker, and he did this with his 10 as well on another base, where he just lets the Wrecker go in, take the damage, who cares, because it can go ahead and take down some buildings, and defense is on the way in. So look at this, it makes it in, also distracts, but takes that Inferno down on its own. So it gets through those walls, takes down a couple defenses along the way before the Hogs come out. He still has 2 more heals. He's put one down. Again, you can tell this is looking good, folks, with Hogs. And just a couple Teslas left. Inferno, he has nice job with this heal right here to make sure that his Hogs get through this last kind of tricky section with that bomb tower. And as long as they survive through here, I mean, the E-Drag is still up. Look at him. Still. And they just took down the last AD, so he's going to make it. Awesome job, Rin. Great 6-pack, buddy. I know you were stoked. So very, very nice with the 11v11. So with the 2 11v11s, it gave us a chance to at least try the 12v12. Didn't quite get it, but, you know, still. Great job, Rhinos. I am really proud of everybody for working so hard together once again and getting a victory. So that is it, folks. I'm at 17 minutes already. That's kind of what happens sometimes when you have so many great replays to do. But we'll see what happens with this update. Stay tuned. We're going into week 10. Right now, we're still not sure if we're going to allow the bat spell. We'll just have to see how the nerf happened today. But I'm sure I'll have some replays again for you soon. It's probably going to be the highlight for the next CWL war, but we'll just see what happens as we try to do some FCs today. So that is all, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a like and subscribe if you want to see more content in the future, and we will see you soon. Have a good one.